Dana from Dana's Crafty Corner here, sharing the September Cocoa Daisy kit unboxing. I can't wait to share it with you, and I'm going to try to go through it pretty quick today. My friend Amy is on her way over here for us to put these together, and I realize I haven't even done my unboxing yet. Oh my gosh. All right, so here we go. I got to tell you, while I'm opening this up, I am really excited for um, next month's unboxing because next month's kit is going to include a Halloween special edition kit, which, yes, of course, I have put in my cart because not only am I a huge Halloween fan, but I always order those limited edition kits, right? They're always absolutely incredible. And you have the ability to order it if you are already a Cocoa Daisy subscriber. You can add it to next month's shipment already. It's open right now. If you are not already a Cocoa Daisy subscriber, I don't know if you were to go ahead and sign up for the subscription now, if it would open it up for you or not. However, it will be open to the public. I think next week, maybe 2 weeks. So be on the lookout for that because what I'm seeing is already absolutely incredible. All right, this month's theme is called Chapters of September. And as you can see, it's got a nice vintage looking theme to it. I'm absolutely in love. Calm the heck down, chamomile tea. I so need that. Oh my gosh. I so need that. All right, I'm going to leave those right there. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the kit is absolutely gorgeous, as you can imagine. Ooh, look at there. I've got some stencils for stitching. That's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Let's see. Let me move my box out of the way. And you guys know I like to start with the smallest thing first. So let me scoot that up. It's going to have to go that way. All right. I am loving the color scheme this month. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. Very vintage, which I am so in love with. And just absolutely beautiful. Okay. Here we go. So this is the planner sticker kit. We have, of course, our little straight edges there, like borders and things, the little circles. Oh, I'm loving the faces. How fun. Okay, and there's our sheet of beautiful image stickers. Look at how pretty that is. I'm loving all of the different flowers. This definitely just, oh, it really just kind of has a sort of oh gosh, like Western Europe vibe to me. And then I've got this. I'm loving the white with the plain black numbers. That is fabulous. And then we've got those ones. And then, of course, you guys know I love my dots. Let me get this out of the way. I hope I'm not going to go too fast for you guys today. That's not my intention, but all right, here we go. This is the scrapbooking kit, and I get this without any of the add-ons um, because your add-on choices are like scrapbook pages or the journaling cards kind of pack, or what's the other option? Oh, the traveler's notebook. So, and I still have a bunch of the traveler's notebooks left, so I don't need that. And, this kit without any of the additions is just perfect for me right now, actually. All right, I've got my 2 sheets of the plain white cardstock, which you guys know we love. And then you get 2 each of the same papers. So we've got, oh my gosh, I am loving these colors. Y'all, I am so ready for fall to get here. It has been absolutely blazing hot here in East Tennessee. And I'll be honest with you, I am more than over it. I am ready for some nicer, cooler weather. All right, we've got some puffy sticker letters. You guys know I love these. Sheet of rub-ons with some beautiful detailed color. September blooms in quiet colors. I love that. And it's time for a new chapter. These are like little tags for, a tea tag. And check this out. The stamp set coordinates beautifully. So I can stamp this outline and then put the rub-on down, or put the rub-on down rather, and then stamp the outline, which is absolutely fabulous. And then here's the tea bag, so I can make a cute little design. That's going to be a lot of fun. All right, and then even the chipboard stickers, you guys know I kind of struggle with these sometimes. They are absolutely gorgeous, and I love them. They're super sturdy, nice chipboard. But chipboard also being just a little bit thicker. So, it's a little bit of a struggle for me to figure out how to use these and not bulk up my planner. But I absolutely love them. So those are nice. We have a beautiful, looks like kind of multi shades of blue or gray and blue washi tape, which is going to give me fits. So I'm just going to hold it up here and hope that you can see it okay. All right. And then we've got what's really cool and totally different from this month. So I'm hoping it doesn't mean that they're not in the regular planner kit, but we have one of those adhesive pockets that you guys know that I absolutely love. So I'll be curious to see if the pair of them that are usually in the planner kit nowadays are in there, or if this means that they're not going to be. And to that I say, at least I have one, but I'll be really sad if they leave the planner kit, because I truly think these should be a staple. Okay, now we've got some really cute words here. It looks like these are dictionary definition cards, so that's pretty cool. Create, to bring into existence, to produce through imaginative skill. I love it. All right, cherish. We've got a lot of different ones here. Memory. Yeah, every one of them are a different fun. Muse, reflect, wonder, nostalgia. Wonderful. I love that. Those are so stinking cute. All right, I'm going to put those right there. Okay, and then we've got our little die cut stickers here. The stickers are always a lot of fun. We've got a little library borrower's card there. Some little tickets, the meant to be, more little tickets. I love the cactus. That's so cute. The flowers are absolutely gorgeous. Moments like this, take it slow. Little Women, oh, so sweet. It's one of my favorite books. And then we've got some little tea bags too, which is nice. Okay, a little stack of books. Wuthering Heights, The Truth Telling, Right Here, Right Now. Okay, some little tea bag tags, couple more cups, and a little tab there. That's very nice. All right, I'm going to set that off to the side there. And then some cool words. That's nice. Now I wonder if these are stickers. I think once before we've had some words and they weren't stickers, which was unfortunate, because it kind of made them a little bit difficult to use. I think they were even vellum. These actually feel like they're probably stickers. So let's just see here. Indeed, yes they are. Thank you so much, Cocoa Daisy. They are, don't stick to my nail. They're vellum stickers. So they're transparent, but they are indeed stickers. So thank you very much for that, Miss Christine. All right, we've got reading, memories, September, today, together, stories, smile, hello, autumn. Currently, we have an ampersand and an exclamation mark. There we go. So that's really neat. Okay. And then, of course, the stamp set that I just mentioned, the tea bag with the tag, there's the string for it, the little tab for the top of the tea bag. A book? I'm not sure. That one's interesting. If you know, leave a comment, let me know. Some cute little labels and stamps. This one I love, the teas knees. So stinking cute. All right, so that is the scrapbooking kit. Okay, let me close this stuff. Put it over at the side there. All right, and then the planner kit. Already I'm seeing that great big orange clip in there, and I am so excited. Oh, I'm loving all of the orange. Now that's funny to say because orange has never really been my favorite color, but I'm finding that as I get older, I really like it. So, I don't know what to say about that, but it is what it is. Either way, it means that I really am enjoying this kit already. Okay, so let me set that off to the side for just a moment. Ooh, what's this? There's our papers. Oh, they've got a nice little belly band around them. That's very sweet. Okay, so let's start with that. All right, I'm going to pull those open. Okay, so we have 3 big sheets here. And, oh, look at there. All the little tags for the tea bags. That's nice. Pumpkin spice tea. My favorite flavor, pumpkin spice. It is almost pumpkin spice season, and I cannot wait. This is absolutely beautiful. This would make a beautiful folder all by itself, right? Okay, if it's folded right here so that this comes up like this, wouldn't that be beautiful? I might have to consider that. Okay, and then here's the next one, or this one even. That's beautiful. I'm really liking this. This is pretty cool. And then we have the little flowers here. Oh, look at that. So pretty. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. All right, and then our little pet stickers. Come here, friends. Let me get, there's my white cardstock. We know we need that there. There we go. Okay, absolutely gorgeous. Look at all that beautiful color. So pretty. And then we've got, oh, we do have some, yay! And it's a different pattern too. So that is awesome. Let me open these up right quick, and then I'll get that other one out for you so that you can see the difference. All right, so there's, oh, sour, tired, and doing my best lemon tea. I love that. It's so stinking cute. All right, let's see. Where is that? Where did I put it? Here it is. Okay. It is different, so check that out. It's the same size as this one, but it's a different pattern. And actually, yeah, it's the same size. There you go. Isn't that cool? I love that. Okay, so I'm going to put that with them because why not? And then, okay, we've got, oh my gosh, our notepad, our Post-it pad is a borrower's sheet, which is so cute. Oh my gosh, I love it. All right, and then our little card, your life is your story, write well and edit often. Oh my gosh, that is magnificent. I love that. I really love that. And then this, of course, is our pen and stamp test. And then we have one of the monthly cards, which I really love these acrylic cards. Usually I will punch holes in them and use it kind of as a bookmark. So I actually generally have a couple of different bookmarks going on in my planner. So I have one for, the week that I'm on, and then I have another one for my business section. And then I have yet another one for my months at a glance section in the front. So I like having these for a bookmark. I think it's wonderful. Okay, we are almost done. Ooh, look at this magnet. Oh, it's a bookmark. Isn't it? Maybe it's not. No, it's not. It is just a magnet, but that is way cool anyway. So it is actually double-sided, which is so exciting and kind of threw me off. But yeah, isn't that terrific? That is a beautiful magnet, actually. I love it. I absolutely love that. Okay, this is terrific. All right, and then I'm going to go over the die cuts right quick. Okay, here we go. All right, now you guys know we've got the little tabs here. They're decorative, match the patterns and the theme of the kit, which I absolutely love. I use these for my weekly dividing so that I can easily flip to the proper week that I'm looking for. And then we have, oh, there's another one, sorry. There it is. Okay, you generally get 6 of those. And then we've got all of these beautiful jams and jellies, flowers, plants, so pretty. Oh my gosh, they're just gorgeous. A little tea kettle and teacup, a stack of books, another little floral arrangement. Absolutely beautiful. Oh my gosh, I am in love with this kit. Probably my favorite kit so far to date, if I'm being completely honest with you. Last year's chapters themed kit was in November. Was it in November? I think it was. And it was absolutely adorable too, actually. It was more wildlife and, nature type themed. So even though this has the same name, it's a totally, totally different look and theme, which is wonderful. So here are the main planner stickers. You only get a couple of sheets. I know I've mentioned that before. It always comes with a sheet of the images here. So these go along with the rest of the design. We've got our alpha stickers, a set of numbers, and little attention-grabbing frames. And then we've got our other set of numbers, the dates. I don't actually use these much, unfortunately, but I use the month sticker here, some of the appointments and these things, of course, some of these, and then I always use the little reinforcers there. I don't know why that is such a hard one to remember what it's called. Anyway, okay. And then the washi tape actually has, looks like it's got jams and jellies and books and flowers and plants and all kinds of things. So there's your repeat right there. Absolutely beautiful. That nice little section right there is your repeat. And it's very pretty. I really like that. So that's very nice. I might even use just like the little repeat section as a decorative element. So that's pretty cool. All right, the book clip, fabulous. It is actually a really nice color. I admit it's all screaming fall to me, but that is really nice. I love it. Okay, so there's that. Let me just get that out of the way. I'll set that there. Okay, and then we have a mild liner stamp. This is totally different. I've never seen anything like this before. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have to put this. Well, let me get the hang of it here. Okay, it takes a little bit of getting the hang of, I'll say, but here we go. So you can see there The little flowers I stamped across the top. Neat. And it's a pretty color. Let me just maybe fill in this one. There we go. There we go. Now they kind of match. That's very pretty. I really like that. I'm not sure how I feel about the stamp. That maybe is something I need to practice a little bit. Or maybe it needed primed or something. I'm not really sure. But it's an interesting kind of thing. It's like the nib got cut off and then they sculpted the stamp out of it. So that's pretty cool. But it is meant to actually have the circle in the center. It has the circle in the center there. So I guess it's meant to be exactly like this. You can see that there. That is very pretty. I like that. I love the color at least. Okay. Now for the actual planner pages here. You guys, I am dying to see this because I already know it's going to be absolutely fabulous. The rest of the kit has been just amazing. Okay, you can live the most ordinary life in an ordinary house doing the most ordinary everyday stuff, and it can be totally and completely perfect. That is spectacular. That literally sings right to my soul. I am probably the most ordinary person on the planet. So that is very, very sweet. I love that. I love it. And then, of course, you know, we have our little quick month at a glance. I made you a hug and a mug in case you need one today. That is beautiful. This one is really going to be an exceptional kit for me. I can already tell. All right, so I've got my weekly block pages here, and the colors are not disappointing. The patterns are not disappointing. I'm so excited about this kit. Sour, tired, and doing my best lemon tea. I love that. Reminder of the day, take a break whenever you need one. Oh, I'm already feeling the calm coming over me. I mean, it's just, it's beautiful. Happiness is found in the present moment. So sweet. And these are our weekly spreads. Take a look at that. I am ready for a good week. Yes, spread the positivity. Say it out there. Affirmations, baby. All right. And then the afternoon society. Here we got that. So pretty. Our weekly spreads. And then on the back side of it, plenty of room for some beautiful stuff. You know, I keep trying to figure out, okay, what am I going to do with all this? And I know I've said before that I'm going to do some memory keeping, and I never, ever do because I never take pictures of just the everyday stuff. And I really need to get better about that because, you know, I was talking to a cousin that I've just met, not actually even met her in person yet, but I met her recently through Ancestry.com. And my aunts, my dad's sisters, have known her. They actually grew up with her. So she's not a stranger, you know, it's not stranger danger. But I've never met her. And she is a genealogist as well. And so she and I have had a couple of conversations that have lasted for hours, just talking about our family history, things like that. And, you know, one of the things that I mentioned to her when she asked what kind of information I was looking for, I said, I really want to know who these people were. I want to know the people, not just their names and their statistics and, you know, what they looked like. But I never got to meet my grandfather's mother, Beulah. And I want to know who she was. I see these beautiful pictures of her, and she was just, I mean, so beautiful. But who was she? And my cousin actually, you know, grew up being able to know her. And so I said, tell me something fun. Tell me something that was like just her, you know. And she said, okay, I've got one for you. And she says, Grandma used to live about 2 miles away from us, and she would walk to our house every couple of days, and she'd have her little bag of bobby pins in her hand, and she would come inside and announce that she was there to let the girls set her hair in curlers. And I thought that was the greatest thing ever because when I have tasks that I want or need done in the house, I tell my family the same thing. I'm going to let you do this, and I'm going to let you do that, and I'm going to do this. And I thought, oh my gosh, I do the same thing. And it was so fun. And it was a way for me to be able to connect to my great grandmother that I never even knew, right? And so I thought, I really need to get better about talking about the everyday stuff, the things that we do every day. And, who are we as people? What are we like? Generations from now, what will my grandkids remember about me? Anyway, I know I got a little off topic there, but it was because of this. I really want to get better about doing just little everyday memory keeping type stuff, and I can put those in here. And I think that maybe September is going to be the month that really motivates me to do that. And I gotta say, I'm so thankful for Miss Christine and the Cocoa Daisy team, because if this particular kit wasn't designed the way it was, if it didn't give me the feels that it gives me, I might not be motivated to do it. Now, of course, we're not in September yet, and that may change, but we'll see, right? We'll see. So here's to actually making it happen, to putting it into the universe, to actually make it go. All right, moving on. We have the notes page, which you guys know I like to use this for my monthly goals and monthly things to do. And then the 2-page monthly calendar spread, which I love. May peace inhabit the in betweens. See, all of this is just tying together, and it's just, oh, it's making me feel so good. So I think that this month's bingo is going to be a little bit different for me. I'm going to really be mindful about it, and I'm going to come up with some different things, I think. And so I'll show you the one that I normally do, because I do actually have my August planner right here beside me. So I'll show you that. Okay, and then these are the daily pages, which I have learned how to use a good majority of them, but some of them I still struggle with. I still have some left over each month. But that being said, maybe with this feeling and these, maybe I'll actually get some more memory keeping done. So I might actually use all of them, which will be exciting. Don't you think? Okay, so that is the entire September planner kit. And you've already seen now the scrapbooking kit and the planner stickers. Next month, I will have I'll have all of these kits, and I'll have the Halloween special limited edition kit. And so I'll show that one to you as well. But let me grab my August planner here, and I it's the 8th of the month, and I haven't got a whole lot into it yet. But so a lot of the back pages I'll be able to show you. I don't have all of my stuff written in, but I put my little cards and things like that. This was a special extra little bookmark that we got, but I didn't want to use it as a bookmark because it fit here perfectly, and I like to pull it out and take a look at it. So I've got those, and then I don't even have my month's things done yet. But what I wanted to show you is this. So this is something that Amy and I have been doing for, gosh, the better part of a year now, maybe even, yeah, about a year. And so we take that piece because We've created a month at a glance thing that we just transfer um, from one planner to another. And so you see it's got the whole month that way. So we don't use this because, why are you going to transfer the information for January of next year, February of next year, et cetera, et cetera. So we turned it into a fun little challenge deal and made it a bingo. And so, of course, you can see here I've got 1, 2, and 3 bingos, and I got a little off course there on that one. It's not quite centered, but that's okay. So we have some standard things that we put each month. We do pretty much the same bingo. Excuse me. And these are things that we want to be consistent and mindful about, and things that we want to remind ourselves to do each month, right? And so we set up our bingo the same way. Well, like I said, I think I'm going to put a bit more thought into September and make it more meaningful things. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'm not sure exactly what all I'll put in there yet. So you'll have to stay tuned and see. Maybe I'll show it to you guys with next month's unboxing video, right? And then this one, this is one of the pages we created, and actually Amy had designed, or she had got it somewhere from a previous planner life or something. I'm not sure. But anyway, they have the month and year on them. And then we have hexagon punches that match the size. And we take swatches from our designer series papers that are in the kit and other little elements. You can see there's some stickers, and there's the little reinforcers that we use, the washi tape, and then one of the butterflies from the August kit. And this is just kind of our inspiration board. And it has a little something from the kit, from all of the little elements tied in together. So it just gives us the vibe of the entire kit. It helps us pick out what colors of ink we're going to use for ink pads, for the stamps, for the mild liners and pens and markers that we're going to use throughout the kit. So we really like doing this. And then on this side, I put August and then one of my little pockets there. And I use that to put whatever things I'm wanting for the month. And then you can see here I've got my calendar, and then as it goes, it's got the pages and whatnot. And right here at the top, you can see I put the month's kit sticker. And then there's one of my bookmarks again for the month at a glance. And then I can go in here and let me bring in, okay. All right, so here's my week. And you can see I've got my weeks. They're all written down here. The dates on one side and which week of the year it is on this side. That was actually Amy's idea, to put the week of the year. She works with the college school system, and so she needs that information for work, but I thought it was interesting and I really liked it. So I copied her. So then I have my, this is actually 2 daily pages that are glued together because I like this side more than the one with the lines. And so it's a way to use up the pages, right? Because I'm using 2 for each week, which is great. And then I'm just using stickers or whatever to cover up the daily part. And this is where I put the tab. So I've got that, okay? And then I have my weekly block, which I would use to fill out my work week. And then these pages, which would ideally have memory keeping on them. And then these are my, my 2 or my week spread at a time. And then I take another daily page and cut just an inch off each end, and then splice the circles so that I can stick them in there. And that can be for little reminders or my grocery shopping list or whatever, right? And then I have my little trackers in the back. I have my team meeting and business stuff in the back of that. And then I've got my extra daily pages. So you can see I've got quite a few left over. All right, guys. Well, that's it for this month. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing the unboxing of the September chapters Cocoa Daisy kit. It is absolutely spectacular, as always. And if you're not already signed up, remember you can visit cocodaisie.com and you can get signed up and get in on all the goodies, because trust me, friends, there are all kinds of beautiful goodies and you don't want to miss out. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.